In the mid-1800s, soon after American whaling ship began operating in North Pacific, an interesting trend emerged. Whalers saw a 58% drop in their successful strikes within just a few years. Sperm whales in the region had suddenly become much harder to kill. Generally, when predators like orcas are nearby, sperm whales protect their most vulnerable by forming defensive circles at the surface. But this behavior made them susceptible to whaling ships. It seemed that sperm whales in North Pacific were somehow able to quickly adapt to this reality. Groups that likely hadn't yet experienced human attacks began escaping whaling boats on fast current instead of forming defensive circles. And based on what we are starting to understand about sperm whales, it seemed possible they were actually broadcasting survival strategies to one another. Indeed, unbeknownst to whalers, spermaceti, the material they are killed for, is an essential part of the sperm whale's sophisticated communication and echolocation system. This waxy substance filled a cavity in the sperm whale's head, and their head is mostly comprised of the expanded nose that serves as a highly calibrated sonar system. Sperm whales generate some of the loudest biological noises on record, communicate copiously using an array of complex vocalization styles, and have the largest brains on Earth. They spend most of their time searching the ocean depths for prey. They can stay submerged for over an hour and dive deeper than 1,200 meters, far beyond the sunlight reach, where they're guided by sound. The loudest noise recorded underwater is around 270 decibels. Sperm whales' generated sound can reach 230, and they frequently flex their high-intensity echolocation flex on squid. Some of the air they inhale through their blowholes is routed into their lungs, while the rest enters a complex sound-producing system. There, air is funneled through lip-like appendages at the front of their heads. This generates a sound that travels backwards through their spermaceti organs, bounces off the air sac, then traverses another waxy organ, which amplifies and directs the sound. The click exits the sperm whale's head a powerful focused beam. It's suspected that the returning vibrations are received by whales' lower jaw and directed into the ears. Then, their brains expanded auditory processing region, analyzing the quality of echoes to map their surrounding in the darkness. With this mechanism, sperm whales can locate squid 300 meters away. Scientists think squid don't hear these high-frequency clicks even as they turn into rapid buzzes and creaks as their whalers close it in. Sperm whales eat more than a ton of squid every day. Their stomach and feces are usually hooked up in digestible squid beaks, and the skin often scored by squid tentacles. When they are not hunting, however, sperm whales use an entirely different vocal repertoire. Mature males make clang noises, which scientists suspect play a role in mating, and most other sperm whales live in socially family groups, though their communication might get interrupted when predators are near or human-generated noises dominate. They generally chatter at lengths at the water's surface. Sperm whales do this using patterned click sequences akin to Morse code, called codas, which are thought to function as a social identity markers. Researchers have identified dozens of distinct types of codas according to the patterns in the number of clicks used on their rhythm and tempo. Some codas are more ubiquitous, while others vary greatly according to family groups and individuals. All families in a given region that consistently use some of the same characteristic coda patterns share dialect and belong to the same vocal clan. Each sperm whale calf goes through a multi-year period of babbling, where they experiment with different sounds before becoming fluent in the clan coda dialect. How and what exactly sperm whales communicate to each other is currently unknown, but there are indications that information can be sophisticated. Biologists, roboticists, linguists and cryptographers, and artificial intelligence experts are collaborating to monitor and analyze sperm whales' vocalizations. The aim is to finally decipher what they are saying.